Hi, this is Satiris Basakropoulos from AskSatiris.com, and this is part 5 of my 101 blogging tips video series. Okay, and today I want to show you how to create rotating banners on your website. Okay, so at the minute you'll see here's a website and there's just one banner on it. Okay, there's no rotating banners, there's just the one banner. So all you do is you go to your website.com/wp-admin and log in with your username and password. Okay, so when you log in with your username and password, basically what we'll do is, I'm just going to update these quickly as well. Once you log in with your username and password, basically you go to plugins. Okay, so you go to click on add new, and then where it says search plugins, just type in add rotate, one word I think. A bit slow for some reason. That's it now. Okay, so you'll see up on the top left here it says add rotate banner manager, so we're just going to click install now, and then we're going to click activate. Okay, so once we've done that, if you go to add rotate, what we need to do first is we need to go to groups and we need to create a group. Okay, so we'll just click add new, and I just call it top right banner ad so that I know which ad it is. Okay, top right banner ad, and it says default show one at a time. I want to show a different ad every few seconds. Okay, that'll make sure it's a rotator. Okay, so now depending on how many rows or what size you want your banners to be, okay, you can leave it like this, but what I would recommend, normally I find that my banners, the room for my banners is normally about 300 by 250 or 300 by 300. So I would change the block size to 1 row and the column to 1 row, and I would just change it to 300 pixels by 300. If you're going to have like a longer banner, like a sort of rectangular banner, you'll need to change it to 300 pixels by 600. But if you're just doing square ones, then 300 by 300 is fine. You can pick how long to do the refresh. The standard is 6 seconds. I just leave it at the standard. I don't normally change it. Okay, so once you've done that, we'll just scroll down. Okay, that's basically it. So we'll just save the group. Okay. Now normally you can see now beside it there's an ID, and the ID says 1, and we'll need this later on when we're actually putting the banner ad on our sidebar. Okay, so if you remember, the ID is number 1. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go to adverts. Actually no, before we go to adverts, I'm going to get a banner to put on the site, so I'm going to go to widgets, and I'm going to grab the banner that's already on the site, but it's a static banner. So I'm going to just grab the code from that. Okay, so I'm going to copy that like so. I'll not delete it yet just in case something happens and it disappears. So I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to go to adverts. And I'm going to click add new. Okay, so I'll put the ad code in here. And I'll just call it whatever the banner is. Okay, so 100% free trainings. And then if you want to be able to see how many people actually clicked on your banner, if you click enable click and impression tracking for the advert, then you'll be able to see how many people have clicked it and how many impressions it's had. You can put in a start date when you want the banner to show up and an end date. Okay, now what this is really handy for example, is somebody, I put a banner ad for someone, one of my sites today, and we agreed that I would put the banner on my site for a year, right? So here you've got a cool bit of you know, software that you can put in the date. So say today's the 13th of the 6th, I could then put in, you know, the 13th of the 6th 2019 that the banner will appear for, and then after that it'll just disappear off the blog again, right? So you can put whatever date you want, but because I want to do this long term, I'll just put in, you know, 2025 or something. Okay, and then once we do that, then you need to pick which group that this is going to appear in. So I'm going to click top right banner ad because I want this banner to actually appear in the top right banner ad, and I'm going to click save advert like so. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to look for some more. Okay, I'm going to have to look for some more banners to put on it. So I'm going to go to my website, go to my main blog, and log in there. And I'm going to go into my banner ad thing. Now, if you don't know how to actually create, a banner, you need to watch. I did a training on HTML. Okay, how to use HTML and how to. I showed you how to create banners. How to create the HTML for a banner. So if you don't know how to do this part, instead of me going through it all here, which will take ages, I'll just put a link underneath the video to the training that I did on the HTML. Okay, so I'm going to just go to my adverts here. And I'm going to grab the code of some of these banners. Right, so I'll grab this one, copy, I'm going to go in here, I'm going to click add new. I'm going to just name it blogging for use group, like so. Enable click through again, put in the date 2025. Okay, and then I'm going to make sure I click that I want it in the top right banner ad, and I'm going to click save. Okay, we'll go back here again, click on adverts. new, paste the code, copy the title. Once again, enable the click impression so I can see how many people click it. Put the date to the date that I want the banner to appear up till. And once again, assign it to the top right banner ad and click Save Advert. Okay. So we'll just continue, just keep doing that until we've got all the banner ads that we want. Copy. Enable the click through, put in the date, pick the ID, copy the code, add a new advert, paste it, name it, enable a click-through impression, put the date, pick the banner ad, click Save. Okay, so now we've done that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Appearance. Okay, this is where you activate your rotating ad. So you go to Appearance. What you'll do is you'll see a thing here that says Add Rotate. What you want to do is you want to drag this over and put it up wherever you want it to appear. So I think we used a group ID, if I remember correctly, instead of an advert ID. So we'll put group ID, and it was number 1. If you remember, it was number 1. Okay, so now if I go to the site, you'll see we now have our rotating banner ads. Okay, and we can now, let me just go, I'm just going to grab another one. Let's see, put another couple, put the affiliate disclosure as well. The reason I put the affiliate disclosure is it's a good thing to have by law, to have a affiliate disclosure on your website. So I recommend having one so that people know when they click links that they're likely to be affiliate links and they're not you're not hiding that fact. So click Add New. Okay. I'm going to enable the click through, put the date, pick the top right banner ad, save advert, okay, add new, I want to put this one as well. Copy. date. Pick the ID, save advert, and then we'll just do one more. The affiliate disclosure. Copy. New. And we'll enable click through. Well, it doesn't matter, but we'll enable that anyway. And 2025. Pick the ID and click Save Advert. Okay, so now if we go to the blog, you will see that this rotator should be working on the top right. Our banner ads. It's all working well. Yep. Perfect. Okay, so for some reason the affiliate disclosure is not working. So did I save it? Yeah, I think I did save it. So I'll just change the date. If I don't want it to work, I'll just change it to 2015 and then it won't work. I'll just save the advert and that'll get rid of that. I actually did it on the wrong site, but that's okay. It probably wasn't working on the other site either. Okay, so we'll just change the date here, 2015, and that will not work either. So now if we go, we should just have banners appearing in the top right, and obviously I'm going to go and delete this second one as well. And just wait till it does the full round to go round back to the one that it started at, just to make sure they're working okay. Of course you can also click them and check that they're working, that the links work, but I know these work because I've got them on a lot of blogs. That's strange. I think it might be the cache still working, I think. So I'm not going to worry too much about it. But if you want this to appear somewhere else in your blog, say I want it to appear at the bottom of my blog as well, what I can do here is I can go to dashboard. Now you can go and make another one, right? You can go and make another one, but if you can't be bothered and you want to cheat a little bit, if you just go to widgets and drag an add rotate thing down to the bottom, and then once again just put in your group ID, put in number 1, click save, and we'll get rid of this banner up at the top. delete that one. And now we'll go to visit the site. And you'll see there should be one at the top rotating, in the top right. And there should also be one down the bottom. Yeah, we do. We have one down in the bottom. Okay. So that is how you add a rotating banner ad onto your website. I will see you tomorrow in part 6 of 101 blogging tips. Hope you find that useful. Take care. Talk soon.